This is Jonathan from Shadowrun Boys. Check out our channel. I want you guys to subscribe and comment, please. So this is an update for my 40 deck Burning Abyss deck. So I upped it to 60. 40 was fun, but 60. I want to try 60 because I've been trying it out and it's really consistent. It's really plusy. I freaking love this deck. It's my favorite deck. I'm never going back to 40. I love 60. So hear this out. It's a really good deck. So of course I'm gonna run 3 Sir, 3 Graph, and 3 Skarm. Those are must for any Burning Abyss deck. So that's an easy 9. We're gonna run 2 Libic. So these are good for the Mathematician play. Send the Libic, and then you special from your hand, so you can overlay into anything you want. 2 Rubiks. Those are the tuners of the deck. Need that to get out Virgil. Virgil's really good. Kagna is key in this deck. You might even want to send one of these Mathematician. This deck runs Burning Abyss, or Good and Evil to Burning Abyss, so you need to use Kagnas to get that card in the graveyard, because you need that card in the graveyard. It is really good with this deck. So you got 2 Calcab, forces activation for a trap, even clear the way for an attack. He's mainly in there for a name though. Alec, he negates when he's sent to the graveyard. It's a decent effect, but I mainly use it for a name. Barbar, a lot of people don't like him. I love him. He wins a lot of games for me. If it's late game and the opponent has like 1600 life, I'll just Skarm this or Sir this, Graph this, and then it's gonna be a 900 burn every time. So he's a game finisher. Farfa, he's the beast of the deck. I love this guy. Banish anything. It's extra protection. You can clear the way for anything. He's super good. You got 3 Mathematicians for the Libic play. For the Farfa play, you can send Kagna. He's so good. Any card you can send in the graveyard and you'll plus off of it. 2 Curry Bandits. I'm still testing these. They're pretty good. They're kind of hard to use because it takes up a normal summon. But with Burning Abyss, you could special summon. So let's say you want a special, then go into Dante, whatever. Then you could use your normal at the end of your turn to normal him and use his effect. And what he does is he mills 5 cards. And out of those 5 cards, you get to pick 1 spell or trap and add to your hand. So that's good for deck thinning, and you get a plus off any card he sends to the graveyard. So 2's pretty good. Effect Bailer for BLS food and for negating effects. BLS because he wins games. I know it's a 60 card deck, you might not see him as much, but when you see him, he wins games. Tour Guide, I love Tour Guide. Search him off Skarm, go into any plays, he's a beast. She's a beast. So we got 3 Fire Lakes. I love this 60 card deck because in 40 card decks for the Burning Abyss, a lot of players maybe run 1 and they side in another one. With this deck you have to you run 3, so it's just awesome. You use Fire Lake more. I use Fire Lake 100 times more. It's awesome. This card is so tight. 3 Fiend Grieving. It's the new one, came out across. It's super good. Stop Call the Haunted Plays. Stop a Kaleido or something if you could read them well. Send any monster from your deck to the graveyard, so you just plus off that. It's too good. MVP of the discard traps. I love this card. This is better than Raigeki Break. It's better than Karma Cut. You need to have this at 3 for any Burning Abyss build. It sets the opponent back at play. It's really good. Breakthrough for more negation. If you mill it, more negation. It's one of the best negation cards for a Burning Abyss deck. Karma Cut. It's better than Raigeki Break because I like to banish. It'll never come back if it's banished. It's really good. Vanity, because it's vanity. Summon Warning. I'm iffy about it. I don't like losing 2,000 life when I use it, but it is key for plays. Torrential, clear the field on a Tellarknight player and a Necros player. It doesn't matter what you're playing, because you're going to plus off it with your monsters that go to the graveyard. Okay, so this deck does run Pilgrim. He's situational. Don't always want to go into him for the optimal play. When you do, it's good. You will always plus off the 3 cards you dump. So I don't know why people say he's a negative card. He's not. You're going to plus. And this card is very good in the graveyard. Adds 800 attack and defense to any Burning Abyss monster. You get over anything with the Dante. Even with the Barbar, 1700 attack, you had 1800. That's a beater right there. Good and Evils, MVP of the deck too. These cards are amazing in the graveyard. I love these cards. I'd even consider this into a 40 card deck because it's that good. I run the beginning of the end. I never really knew about this card until I ran 60 cards. It is really good for draw power because this deck has a heavy monster count. You're going to have monsters in your graveyard. Turn 3, I could have an easy 12 cards, 12 monster cards from our graveyard. Just banish 7 of them or 5 of them, and then you get to draw 3 cards. It's an easy plus. Raigeki because it's Raigeki, Book of Moon because it's Book of Moon, Darkhold because you clear the field and plus off of it, Foolish Barrel because you plus off any card you send. It's just too good. Allure Darkness for more draw power. A lot of people have 3 beginning to ends. I run 2 because if you have 3, you don't want to draw it first turn, obviously, because you're not going to have any cards in your graveyard, so it's a dead draw. So I run 2 of those and 1 of these because this is, you're going to have a monster in your first turn, so easy draw power. Let's get into the extra. Dante Pilgrim, because you run Dante Pilgrim this deck because you can, because Terminuses are good in the graveyard. Plus, if you have it in your hand, you could use it. Virgil, he's awesome to get problem cards away. A lot of Necros players use Royal Decree. I don't really main deck MSTs, as you can see, so this will get rid of a Royal Decree. 3 Dantes, of course. 2 Acid Golems for the Necros players. This card's a 3000 beater. He's awesome. You know, if a Unicorn's on the field, you don't lose any life. You don't have to detach. I'll leave Unicorn on purpose and destroy anything else on the field. It's amazing. Downards for any XYZ you have with no material. I use it to protect my Dante sometimes because from playing people, I know they're going to banish my Dantes because that hurts the Burning Abyss a lot. So, end turn, if Dante is in defense or whatever and has no materials and I want to plus off him still, bring out a Downard. So when he dies or whatever, I get the Dante. So it's good to plus off Dante. Meta-equip Anganir, he's a beast because he's BLS food, and because you have a Farfa under him, leave him in attack position, you can stop any person's play with Farfa. Just banish their monster, just stop their play. It's amazing. Nightmare Shark, he's won a lot of games against me, or for me. He's still 2000 life. It's too good not to have. Zen Mains, get rid of problem cards. He's similar to Meta-equip Anganir, but he destroys anything on the field, so he's good. Levier to get out of Dark Law. Gigabrill, don't really use him too much, but there was a play when I did want to use him because it just happened to come down to me having to pick this card to get over some monsters that he had. So you just put it in there. It's a good card. Ghost Trick to pop back row. Let's go into the side. My side's mainly built for Necros, so run 2 Vanity Fiend, 3 Artifact Lancia, have 2 MSTs in there, 2 Fragrances, stops Necros dead in their tracks, mistakes, stops Necros dead in their traps, and also have 3 non-fusions for Shaddoll. So that's my deck profile for my 60 card Burning Abyss deck. I know at 60 cards, right away you say, are you crazy, 60 cards? But I've been using it for quite a while now and it works really good. It's a really good build, so give it a test. If you have any comments, please comment. We need subscribers as well. Shadow Realm Boys out.